YouTube because I found out audios of her bashing me. Oh, goodness gracious. A lot of y'all is bad with this writing. When I cuts her off, I left. It's nothing about black folks. Black folks be trying too hard to like add flavor to like how they wrote. Right? Even when they were writing like a letter to the people, it's people gonna read this. It's not, you know, I'm not you. You know what I mean? Like, guys, I'm not you. I'm not in your mind. Anyway, so she decided. Okay. So she decided when I sent her, I'm sorry, when I cuts her off, I left it alone for 3 weeks. She been still coming at me, sending me flowers. I declined. So she decided when I sent her these messages because I was happy, I was fixing the friendship with Drake to leak him. Hold on. So she decided when I sent her these messages because I was happy, I was fixing a friendship with Drake to mean a comma, baby. Drake, comma, to leak them. If y'all know the history, I did some childish stuff back to him back then. Yo, saying that you had that you were pregnant by someone and you wasn't actually pregnant by him, or and all types of stuff. The thumbnail, well, the caption on that video said, I should have used protection with Drake. You know what I'm saying? That was the title of the Vlad, because this was back on Vlad back in the day. If you know, you know. These young pups, you know what I'm saying? This is a whole different era for them. You know what I mean? That's considered like an old school era. Music that was out then, you would think is, I guess would be like a called a throwback now.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Mums?
I don't want nothing that fat cat got to say, man. That's cat. Just stay alive while I'm here, man. Stay alive. You know, I swear, don't die in my bed or anywhere near my stuff. You know what I'm saying, because I know that y'all be avoiding your bowels and whatnot, and don't go nowhere near my jackets. Anyway, so if y'all don't know the history, I did some childish stuff to him back then. Oof. And so this is our second time being G cool, and he speaks about my music genuinely. He wasn't dissing me. He was telling me he wants to be cool, but has to trust. So I told my friend, like, look, the commas going to really help you get your heart across. Yo, you good over there?
Oh no, that's a burp.
That's a burp. All right, I'm moving on. But has to trust me. Commas, you need some commas here. So I told my friend, like, look, and sent to her, goodness, sent to her, like, hey, look at me better in friendship with people. She said, who I sent it, now we fell out. You post what I sent you. What the hell? When I say she went in my phone, I left it at her crib. I told her to go in there for two people's numbers I needed, and she then started taking celebs' numbers and screenshot my bank statements, and that's what I said she did at the Shade Room. This not fair, making it seem like I leaked this when I speak to you on a daily about posting my music. Oh my God, goodness gracious. Oh, it's another one. Okay. For the last time at the Shade Room, you post something false. I never in my life posted these messages. I have someone I was cool with. I got, okay, she's doubling down. This is from like before. All right, good enough. Let me see. Anything else good here? So she's saying that Johnny, that's where stunting goes wrong. but I'm just saying though, to a certain degree, when we gonna let Ghetto Barbie talk, and now that I'm saying the name out loud, all this makes a lot. I mean, her name is Ghetto Barbie. This is a girl who shake up butt on people. She shaking up butt for a long time. All right, for like most of my life. Most of these girls have been shaking their butt for most of my life. She's been online for a long time. Matter of fact, she has been shaking her butt since she was in since you were in middle school. All right, that's how long she been shaking her butt. And you're gonna find out where shaking her butt got her. Okay, and no matter what, a man being in your life is gonna be like Thanos. Okay, it's like trying to beat Thanos. All right, and there ain't no end game. End game does not happen. It's like Thanos. You know what I mean? But the line from End Game is gonna ring true. You couldn't live with your failures. So where'd that bring you? Back to me. That nigga said I'm inevitable. I'm inevitable. But nah, I'm just saying these Instagram Johns, y'all are much. Listen, My sister is, I don't know how old she is. I think my sister's like around 20 or something like that. She less than 25, definitely. I think my sister is more mature than these women about to be 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Who have made a living off of what should have worked. And we're gonna find out the struggles that y'all have all known. And what's crazy is, as broke as these people are, they still got a lot of influence. All right, man.
It's crazy.
Word. So it's, all right. So we're gonna play the clip they talking about real quick.
Clarity, because I really don't feel
right. What Drake, what I thought more about this, right? So Drake knew him when he was a much younger man. That was before Drake had braids, you know what I'm saying? And he had kids and whatnot. The response, the fact that he's responding to Johnny Blaze after all this stuff, even though she's still down bad, you have to ask yourself, this man, first of all, I know what Drake's at mentally. You know what I'm saying? You a dad now, you're closer to 40, so you're like motivation, like you're not as sexually motivated as you was when you were younger. So therefore, you're not as driven by your hormones. Your hormones are not kicking in as much. You know what I mean? Because again, they're leveling out. It's not as high as it was before. And with all that, and all Drake has been with Rihanna. Okay, the list goes on. This dude's a real sniper. The fact that he's speaking Johnny Blaze, I'll say as a soon about he don't got to talk to no one but his mama. He barely got to talk to his baby mother. Not really, you know what I'm saying? The fact that he's and trying to give you a real answer. And I had to tell you, like, yo, Johnny, everything that I have assumed about Johnny Blaze is correct. I'm saying, let me tell you right now, that means her love bomb game is that it's atomic. Hiroshima, baby. Okay, like atomic fallout. You know what I mean? Because again, she's still crazy. You know what I mean? Because after all this time, I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, when a woman is that fine and she by herself by 40 years old, it's like a business. If ain't nobody in there, you're not gonna think they must have some good food in there. Ain't nobody in there, son. I mean, Sharon, no one's in there. And you want me to find Johnny Blaze is still. Matter of fact, I should listen. She can move in with me. Okay, that's how fine Johnny. Like, because she's a beautiful woman. You know what I mean? She's crazy, but she's a beautiful thick woman. You know what I mean? And it also rings true in my other theory about if the person wants to rap at all or just do anything with entertainment, they usually are crazy. Very crazy. And she be playing the piano or not, like double crazy. You know what I'm saying? They all crazy.
Good in my heart watching you text.
Krishan doesn't have any talents. Krishan is just an actual like demon. Like she
tried rap.
Yeah, she drops some songs.
I mean,
Pink as a color, blue is another.
Why'd you say that?
Oh, that was the line from one of her songs, and it was like a meme. For a little bit.
I keep telling y'all how much Krishan Rock and her sister. I didn't know that girl was her sister. I'm like, that she make me afraid to be in this world. I'm like, yo, there's someone out there like that, just beating girls up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm like, so you got to learn some jujitsu. You know what I'm saying? You cannot afford to run to a Tashiki in life. You want to have a plan. Okay, because it's coming. I don't know if shout out to y'all for never coming home no black guys, man. That's pretty good for where we are from, man. That's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all felt like just maybe a couple of big punks. I'm saying maybe I'm just a couple of big punks. No, I'm joking, but either way, hey, listen, you survive.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, listen, there's a lot of tough guys don't make it. These tough guys right here. But anyway, let me let Drake get his bars off.
Text me, and then like knowing that I'm seeing it sometimes, not all the time, I mean, but sometimes I'm seeing it and I'm like, damn, I don't know what to say to her, like, because I just don't know where to start again really with this situation. Like, I really don't. I don't know where to start. I don't. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be honest. I wouldn't be being honest with you if I didn't say that, like, oh, if I told you, yo, let's go for dinner, or I'm at the Posto, come kick it, that I wouldn't be nervous. I'm just nervous. And I'm not saying it to make you feel bad. It's just kind of a result of your actions, you know, in the past, no matter how long ago it was, it just makes me nervous. I just don't know what's going to happen to me as a result of like getting close to you again. Clarity, because I really don't.
It sounds like a freaking tornado or something. Nigga sound like some kind of like hurricane. I don't know what's going to happen, or volcano. Yo, if a man ever talk about you like a volcano, yo, fam, you gotta do some work on yourself. All right, that's how you talk about a volcano. Like, I don't know what would happen. If I'm close to you, I'll be nervous. All right, it's wild. Man, who was calling while I'm doing the best show on earth? I gotta call this man back. Man, he'll understand. Understand we ain't cooking right now. But anyway, so that was one of the Johns and whatnot. So listen, so we're gonna go ahead and share these clips from this other content creator who's did an excellent job putting this stuff together. So we're gonna play a few clips from this whole beef, man. You know what I mean? So you know, real quick, if y'all don't know, this is Ghetto Barbie. Right here. We don't want to show a page like that because YouTube is weird, but actually, no, you know what? You guys can do your own searching. I'm not, nah, it's too much. It's a lot going on. But so let's go ahead and get into this whole situation here. We're gonna try to be in and out.
Yeah. Straight like that. That's what I thought. Keep them Twitter fingers running. With your
Okay.
outside your house. What's bracking?
Happened? Why are these girls not friends anymore?
Okay, so this is the video. Well, this is a screenshot leak between Ghetto Barbie and Johnny Blaze. So Johnny's asking for some bread and everything. I guess she agreed to give it to her. And that was crazy. These people are friends. You know what I mean? So this is a leak message right here. Fair use.
Well, why are they online exposing each other? Then go check out this video. Okay, this is how everything started. When everything started getting exposed, videos, a whole bunch of receipts and everything.
Also, like she texting her like back to back. Well, either that or Barbie kind of the Barbie girls erasing her messages. I don't know.
Everything else. Okay.
Outside your house. What's bracking? She ain't coming outside. She ain't coming outside. Yeah.
They went Uggs. Yo, she bought a big girl with a headscarf on.
Straight like that. That's what I thought. Keep them Twitter fingers running with your door. You know, we gotta ring the doorbell, knock on it. You're not coming. So yeah, baby.
Yo, during this whole thing, this is like demonic. Like she came to fight looking like this. Fam, like yo, she's saying, listen, this is violence right here. Like, that's like a dude. This is like a dude rolling up to beat me up wearing like dressed like Ghost. I said, hold on, bro. So you pulled up in a 2-piece suit to fight me? That's how you. It's not a video game. Who you? Kuro Hanayama. It's a Baki reference. Man, you ain't listen, man. Y'all don't deserve for me to be out here. He don't even deserve this level of showmanship. Who's giving you a Baki reference? Now I'm saying all while talking about Ghetto Barbie. And but you see these baby hairs, right? You see what I mean by there need to be legislation.
I'm leaving your establishment now.
On baby hair. You know what's crazy? If Johnny Blaze want to take her to court, this girl done made mad videos, and she had a video of herself outside her house and whatnot. I'm like, come on, dog. How stupid can you be?
That's it. I pulled it. You're not here. You talking all that shit right now on the internet, and you ain't even at home.
Now I'm gonna say right now. Now I may disagree with me, but I'm just saying, if I was able to have Levi's law passed, what we call Levi's law. If I was able to have Levi's law passed, right, I'm confident that for one, she would definitely let her licenses and registrations expire. All right, and me and my officers will be able to catch her on the street and stop her, do a pedestrian stop, and run her papers and whatnot. And and listen, we'll be able to remove all that stuff, and she will be much more easy to deal with. I mean, we can just kind of, because it'll be several violations at one time. All right, we got I actually like makeup. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, Sash. She kind of bad, man. I don't know, man. It's a beautiful woman. Oh my
Barbie in it in for a reason.
Nah, she's fine. Nah, she evil. Definitely a demon, but she is fine. Okay, but that will at least pacify her. Excuse me, pacify her a little bit now, because right now she is a little kid with Gucci sneakers on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make kids evil with expensive sneakers. All right, that's where she's at right now.
Okay, so Ghetto Barbie decided to pull up to Johnny Blaze's house with her cousin. Okay, so they wanted all the smoke. Now, according to Ghetto Barbie, Johnny Blaze wasn't there. So we're gonna get into some more videos, and I need y'all to pay attention because we're gonna hear from Johnny's side still, and we're gonna hear from Ghetto Barbie. It's a lot of pulling up, and everybody is missing each other. They didn't.
I don't know, Ghetto Barbie. I think that means that you ain't got no job, and your cousin ain't got no job either. Because people who got a job, there's no way that you're going to agree to go to a fight after work.
Yeah.
Or if it's your off day from that job, you know what I mean? You cannot call me off day and say, "Yo, Dice, it's time to ride these fools." I'd be like, what time you plan to ride on? What time you plan to ride on these fools? How far are they? You know what I'm saying? How long you think it's going to take, and who all going to be there? All right, you can't call me for a thing like this. Listen, you want me to be a part of a fight, it has to happen all at one time. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be able to call me and tell me, "Hey, yo, so-and-so is talking, man. We got to go down to Pim and visit." I'm like, man, I'll definitely have something planned. I'm like, nah, bro, I gotta do a video, bro. I can't be a part of that. I can't be part of that. You know? All right, man.
No, this and that. Like I said,
Fabi.
Let's start blowing up your phone after.
All right, man. That's how you get blocked.
Like, man, you're such a punk.
Word. That's how you get blocked. Come on, son.
said before, this is really petty, really childish. If y'all no longer friends, just respectfully move on.
Post my nudes. I don't care. I posted first. You can post my number. I don't care. Nobody's calling. Nobody's calling. You posted my number on the internet and nobody's calling. That's why your videos don't got no views now. Nobody's watching, listening. They already know you with that bullshit, crackhead behavior. But yeah, this is it. Like, for real. Like,